And the Bulls will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. So Temple's offense will have the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Here's a hit. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So USF's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Makes the catch. It's Copeland. Tripped up for the tackle.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
They kick it away on 4th down. Takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
and your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Let's talk for just a second about Temple. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Quick handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
They're going to run it. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Bulls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Buys a little extra time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option to give. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this run.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Hand off from the shotgun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Hester. Makes a man miss. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. It's a draw. Oh, better look out.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
The Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He'll ride his man on the option. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They go to the draw. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the move, it's Murray. Crosses the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Murray. there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Owls.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead in 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by 11 to USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his...
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking for room. It's Murray. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to increase that defense.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Flowers. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped it.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
He's trying to get it in, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Working on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. On the ground, it's Hester. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Goes to the option. The pitch. Picks up the first down. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 40, there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Trying to set up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Temple lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before that.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Makes the grab, it's Hester. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Finds his man. It's Hester. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He'll toss it. There he goes. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Under fire. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll get it away and wisely kick it toward the sideline. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Bulls. Once he got some room, it was over. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Copeland. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Temple lining up to punt it away. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking for space. It's Murray. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown Owls. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better, if it gets better. What a shocker today at Evanston. They're trailing by 25 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the right. Turning it on. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bulls decide to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
On the option. He'll pitch it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the 1st down and more. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Touchdown, Temple. Great job by the back on the option.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone. Kickoff
unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
What a massive play by the defense. Tight game. They're just hoping to get the football back in good field position, but instead, you create the safety, and now you've taken the lead.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score.
All right, let's get it. Right.
On the run, it's Hester. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the draw. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And the last last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He'll toss it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. The Bulls will call on their punt team. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Duggar. Catch in the middle, it's Hester. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. To the ground with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. The snap sets up to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Flowers. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we stop.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Got him downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Bohannon. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Whips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to Utah State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Duggar. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Temple lines up quickly. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Temple, 32. South Florida, 31.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10, and the returner will be brought down. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win, but you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back. That is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the... game. In this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for 4 verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
Spins away from the defender. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.